Hello, hello. Saturday night Beerathon is here again. Taken a week off, moved to Greensboro, North Carolina, only 60 miles away, and from Raleigh, and here I am. So, welcome. As usual, we shall start with just gotta wait for my notification and set up my preview here. But yeah, still waiting for that. But anyway, we shall start while we're waiting for the preview. Hopefully that works. Hopefully everything's fine. I mean, it's going on there. It's just having a little delay. Let's see. Uh, yes, I should be live now. I can see myself being live. Um, didn't get the notification, but it's all good. I'm going into comments. I'm hitting this. Waiting for that. Anyway, we shall start. There we go. Now I got the notification that I'm live. All right, as soon as I open it. Anyhow, so here we are, starting with one of the most beautiful sounds in the world. The usual Yingling, small cans this time because in Greensboro I didn't find the 16-ounce ones. And as I said, we'll start with a sad announcement and sad toast to one of the greatest boxers ever to ever live. Passed away yesterday. Didn't get a chance to read too much details about it, but still a fact. George Foreman passed away at the age of 76. I did look up yesterday how long his marriage was, and he was, I forget if it was the 20. I have it still open. Anyway, no, it was in March, I believe. So it was just a few days away from. Let me see if it's here. No, it's not. It's just marriage and stuff. But anyway, he was 40 years married to one person, which is admirable. And yeah, George, the only man Muhammad Ali, or in other words, aka Cassius Clay, feared. Cheers up there, George. And your grill was awesome. I got plenty of pictures of that on my Instagram as well. So cheers, George. Good luck. See you up there one day. Okay, we got that out of the way. The next order of business is my son's absence. He's not going to be joining us today. If anybody would be curious why, it's because we had a discussion a couple of weeks ago here on a Beerathon about being a professional drinker. So he says, "Oh, I could drink." I was like, "Oh, I did have a couple of beers with you, and all this and that, blah blah." Like, Czech Republic, all my former hockey friends are all drinking and stuff because the drinking age there is 18. And I can handle everything. So being empowered and me being wrong 2% of the time, as he always admits in his live shows and here on Beerathons. Yeah, he went to his first college party. To make a long story short, it only took 3 hurls, one on the way back, which he found this morning going to the store for pickle juice, if anybody knows, and some water and whatever, lunch. I told him, you got to take in a lot of liquids. So it was one last night, two today, three hurdles, and we're good to go. So I says, okay, you know what? Let's go have a beerathon now tonight. Like, oh, I'm still getting. I was like, So, what happened to that professionalism in drinking? I says, drinking's got to be left up to the pros. If you can't do it, either you practice hard and just don't get involved. So, anyway, he had his first drinking fun night with his friends in college. Good for him. I mean, but it's just funny. Well, been there, and it's not easy to drink 5 or 6 beers and a bottle of Jack and wake up in the morning and go to work. Got to be professional. Unfortunately, at my age, it's not that easy anymore. So stay away from the Jack. I started drinking beers only, like probably a couple of decades ago. But that doesn't mean that I don't occasionally reach out for something stronger than just a beer. But it's been getting less and less and less. The reason is because I don't do that much sports anymore. The beer is more of a fun kind of thing, so I could just drink beer, have fun, and forget it. Say, hey, listen, you have 5 or 6 shots, it changes the whole game. And we had that with my beer buddies in Prague. We had a lot of discussions about it, and we says, we'll do the shots occasionally, but it's just a quick kill and changes the thing. You get crazy ideas in the morning and stuff, so end up at 6 o'clock morning McDonald's having a cheeseburger and Coke, and you put you mix it with Jack that you brought in yourself. Yeah, I remember those days. You go to movie studios and knock on the doors and get involved in the morning shows, like some of my friends. So yeah, But if you want to hang out with film and movie stars and singers, that's the culture. And you got to be formidable, because I've never seen anybody drink more. Never. And I'm not a amateur, but I'm more of a, like, let's say the top tier league, and in football, it's, the national top leagues like Premier League, it's great. I could probably do that in drinking, but once I get into the Champions League, I could never do that. I'm good at like Premier League level, but most people are like more like regional, fifth or sixth tier league. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, everybody, whatever you can handle. But some of the stuff was fun. And so my son is absent today. He says, "Oh, I was okay." I was like, "I'm going to be selling all this stuff." I was like, "Oh, what happened to the plans of selling? What happened to the plans of this?" I was laughing. So I had a good time with that all day. Let me check if my things uploaded. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I am so happy. So, well, the first thing I'll start with is I will probably share screen and stuff, but I do want to get rid of some of this stuff first. But anyway, I will mention one thing. Moving to Greensboro was fun. I do the delivery drives and stuff with Spark and Uber Eats and stuff. So it helps me travel, gets the cash done. And so I travel around. The fun thing is you can always get cash from that anywhere you go. But here in Greensboro, I took a ride out and I had to wait in the store a long time. And I was like, oh, God, that's just going to be another drive. I'm not going to make anything from that. But anyway, so I did get it at the end. It was a whole delay, and it was like 10, 12 miles up north from Greensboro. And at first I was like, I don't know, I was going to cancel it. I was like, I don't really want to go that far and all this, but this is why I drive city to city, because going city to city, then what do I look for? I look for businesses, restaurants. This is one of our objectives. And I also look for places to eat. I mean, I love to eat, so kill me. I mean, do I look like I don't? Most people are like, you should go on a diet. You should do this. You should do that. And I was like, I know what I got to do. It's just I love food. So it's like, It's not about, oh, you shouldn't drink beer and combine this with this. I'm like, no, I need to move more, and I need to drink. I need to drink. I don't drink that much now, but I need to eat half size portions. But I love good food. I love good pizza, good chicken. Always good to go. So anyway, so I drive up. I drop off the food. I forget what city, what village that was, or whatever city north of Greensboro, but we could look it up. But I'm going to show you one thing. I was like, you know what? While I'm out here, I lost a lot of time. I am. Let me see if I can upload this actually. 417. Let's see if I can do the media here. And as I'm driving back, I'm like, I'm always looking for places to stop, things to get to know, sightseeing. I mean, I just love exploration. It's the only thing that keeps me going still. Because otherwise, life is very boring. But let's see here. What's the plus? Plus, presentation, share image. Let's see. Yes. Let's see what it does. Here we go. This is what I got at a place called Luigi's. It is an awesome pizza, and I'm wondering whether I can make it bigger, but it doesn't matter. But this is an awesome, awesome, awesome pizza. I was so shocked. It's a 12-inch pie, $15. You're like, oh, all right, no problem. And let me tell you where it is. Luigi's Pizza in Greensboro. Let's see what Bing will do. Bing sucks. Okay. We go to Google then. Google should find directly the business. So no, it doesn't either. No, it's still on Bing. I don't know why. Here we go. Of course, right there. It is Luigi's Restaurant Bar and Pizza. Yep, right up north of Greensboro. Got some awesome pictures. Let me share the screen on that one. And share screen. Luigi's. There we go. It's going to be a little better. And that was my pizza that you saw. And here is what the place looks like. And it is. I didn't even look at their. I could tell now that right here is the Luigi's Toe, which I wonder where they have that. I'm looking for the address. It's Summerfield, North Carolina. Okay, so here we go. This is right there. I highly recommend this place. Let's see the website too. We're doing this. Well, it looks like a decent website. Connected to Yelp, of course. Here's a place on the map. There's actually a Luigi's Pizza, and here's a Domino's. I could have gotten a pizza for like $10, like the Philly cheesesteak pizza that I like, because they got the 50% off now. But I was like, let me try something new here. So I did this, and yeah, it's an awesome pizza. Let's hit F12 and see if they use WordPress. They use Stack Counter, which is cool. Outdated but cool. I used that a long, long time ago. But here they have. Can't really tell what it runs on, but it's got Stack Counter code, which would not be a WordPress. So, but it says assets vendor, owl carousel site, lightbox. I'm trying to look for something that would tell me what system it runs on, but it might be supplied by something by their card provider. I think that's what it's going to be. So anyway, where am I here? Yes. Sorry about that. But oh, you can't even see that. But let's see if I can. No, you can't see the code. That's what it is. You only see the screen of this, but the F12 button doesn't work, so you don't see that. But if you look at the HTML, which you can't see, I'm sorry about that. I thought it would show you the whole thing, but G Lightbox, Jasmine, yeah, Assets Vendor. I think it's whoever they're using as provider for their payment system is supplying that. So I don't know who it is because I just paid and stuff. But let me tell you about this pizza. This pizza, I haven't had good pizza since I left New York as much as this one. I mean, it's a good place in. There's a bunch of good pizza in Raleigh. There is good pizzerias, and I forget which one is the big one. It's got like three or four different locations. Anyway, I'm not gonna do a promo. It's not gonna be a pizza show, but there was a couple of good pizzerias in Raleigh, definitely, for sure. One of them was Avon Ferry Pizza, but as much as Avon Ferry Pizza is good, I like it. I live next door to it. Luigi's compares on the highest level with like the best pizza in New York that I had, which was on which was in West Village on 14th Street. Was a Village Pizza. That was probably the best pizza I had in New York. Of course, you got the you got the traditional pizzas, of course, Race Pizzeria and stuff, but Village Pizza was good, and then we had another one on 18th Street. I forget the name of it now off the top of my head. Anyway, but yeah, it was this pizza. Luigi's was you spend $15 on a 12-inch pizza. I know it's not a high price, but you know, still, it's on a personal pizza size, and it was awesome. So anybody wants, if you hit Raleigh, Greensboro area, I when my son comes here again from Bloomington, that's where we're gonna go for lunch. And hello to Alfredo. I'm glad you showed up. I was thinking about sending you an email. I was gonna go live, but hey, you showed up. All good. So that's that's Luigi's. And you saw the picture. I'll show it again. But I'm just wondering how this works here. If I upload this, it will just show it as that. Right? Yep. That's Luigi's Pizza. I mean, the dough was not too thick, not too thin, crispy. The cheese was awesome. It was, pizza the way it was meant to. So good. So that's it for pizza. That's our pizza show for tonight. Now let's go. I stop sharing that, and I will go to this. This makes me disappear. I will make myself appear again. And how do I make this disappear? And I could get rid of this. Remove. Image removed. Okay, cool. So that worked. So here I am. Thanks, Alfredo. Yeah, the hotel. I'm going to get to that next. Good question. Good question. Because when I was in, it does not. Well, now it focuses again. When I was in Raleigh, I was staying in La Quinta Hotel. And I've been staying in hotels the last couple of years. This is going to be second year hotels only. And I love living the nomadic life. I mean, sometimes you think like, you want to get some stuff done. You want to get some, you want to have a place to sit down and relax and come home and stuff too. And I'm like, I don't have that. A hotel room is perfect for me. So 2 years now in hotel rooms. Son is in college, so I got nobody to worry about. No one to come home to. And when I did have people to come home to, I still didn't come home because I still much rather go watch Sparta Prague football, travel to other countries, cities, the business, drinking. It's a whole lot of hobbies. So yeah, I was living in La Quinta. Let me see, La Quinta Durham, La Quinta Durham. Let's see which one that was. Anyway, I was staying in La Quinta. It was pretty good. $85 a night. Had a great breakfast. All that. If anybody's interested, I can always send you the recommendations of places I've been to and seen some shitty places. I've seen some great places, and this one where I'm staying at now is a Super 8 in Greensboro, which if you look it up, again, I'll go to Google if I can. Yes, here we go. So let me get to Google and let me do Super 8 Greensboro. Yep, 2108. It's a two-star hotel. 2108. Again, I'm going to share the screen. I guess that's the easiest. Uh, Dang. And and I must say that this is one of the better hotels I've stayed in. So at 65, roughly $65, including tax a night. The breakfast is not fabulous. You just get cranberry juice and toast and a couple of muffins. Simple. It says nightly price $43. Yeah, plus $7, and who knows what that's from. But yeah, $65 about the app price. So yeah, it's a 2.9 star hotel, which I just talked to the desk. I was like, I don't understand why you have the 2.9, but I do because, for example, I read the review, and this is one thing about the reviews. I read the reviews, and the review said, I asked for a handicap room, and I got a room all the way on the third floor. And I'm like, I got to the hotel. I asked them. I says, uh, I want a non-smoking room. I really don't care where, as long as it's not close to the smoking area. And then they were like, no, the smoking, if you want smoking, that's on the third floor. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. First floor, second floor, non-smoking, third floor, smoke goes up, of course. So they get the smoking. And this dude, they gave him like 1 star or something, asked for a handicap room and smoking. Well, sorry, you either want handicap or smoking, because you know the hotel does not have an elevator. You could go up, I think, 1 floor with that or something. I don't know, but people are nuts. So people ask for, oh, I want this and this and this. It's like, yeah, well, the hotel doesn't. It's not a $200 hotel where you would have a special room 50 yards away from everybody. So, but yeah, no, definitely a clean hotel, clean sheets, clean bed, no cockroaches, which is my number one rule. Is like that's the other thing. That's one thing is why I don't want to rent. Is at this point still because I just want to buy something away from people generally, or a house of my own, not even a townhome. It's because I hate roaches. I hate roaches. I don't want to pay $2,000 a month to have roaches because and you can't control them because you're sitting at home, you rent an apartment, somebody else moves in, starts basically feeding them. You get roaches, and there's nothing you can do. We all know that. So I'm like, no, I'm not. Going around Manhattan, it was nuts. People, I went into buildings because I did the deliveries there as well, and I went into the buildings, and it was like, what's the rent here? Like 6 to 8 thousand a month. Then I'm walking into the elevator, there's a 3 inch, 4 inch size roach walking into the elevator with me, and I was like, I got the roaches, and they're like, yeah, well, there's an Indian restaurant right next to us, and no matter what we do, they always come over. So I don't do roaches. So if I see a bunch of roaches in a hotel, I'm out of there. Problem is, if you get a rental, like a 1 year lease, and then you get roaches the next day, you are screwed for a year. So I'm like, nope, that's fine. So that's that. But yeah, Alfredo, I got an answer for you for how are you doing with sales. I'm not a salesman, so I'm not doing good in sales because I don't sell. But my son is selling, but he missed the start maybe, but so you don't know. But he's not here because he was drinking, so he wasn't selling today. So my son's doing better with selling than I am. But yeah, I now focus more on getting a life insurance license again because I got this business opportunity that I'm working on. So, and yeah, I'm basically a nomad salesman. That's pretty much it. But I'm not a salesman. I'm just a marketer. I just like to design stuff for free, for fun. You know, somebody else has to take care of the money because you know people just they want everything for free from me, and I always had a problem saying no. Now I just like no, I don't care. So I don't even have those discussions. But uh, but yeah, no. So this was my experience today, and then my son, the pizza, and the hotel. So the 2.9, I just want to just close that up because I'm gonna get out of here. This thing, I'm gonna stop sharing it. Is nice hotel. It's for price and stuff. There's no roaches. There's everything is clean. The furniture is clean. The ceiling is not falling down on your head. The floor is not sticking. There is no drug deals happening all over. No shit dump cars parked outside. Shady business going on. Cameras all over the place. And for $65, you don't get a Hilton. You just get something decent to stay, and I like it. I mean, I like these types of hotels. Like I told my son, one of the top things for me is listen. I've stayed at five-star hotels. I've stayed at the Hiltons in downtown Prague. I stayed at Hotel Diplomat in Prague. I went to Holiday Inn in Brno. The five-star hotel I stayed in for a week was in on Tenerife in Spain, the Canary Islands. And I was like, let me take a 1 week vacation of like this. This is back in 2001, maybe. And I was like, yeah, let's just take a vacation. Went to the medieval times there, did some drinking, went to the local places and all that. And I'm like, but the hotel was like a five-star worst experience in my life. And I was like, I'm never staying in another five-star hotel again. It's just not me. It's not me. The people were, you go to breakfast and people were like slicing their plums with a knife and peeling them, and I'm like, just take a plum, take a bite at it, and just drop it, spit out the pit, whatever. Just act like a human. Don't like, oh, let me take a little slice of this plum here. Oh, just a little bit. Let me peel this off. Get the hell out of here, like just take a plum, take a bite, split it, something. But don't peel it and then slice it into. I thought it was like salmon steak or something. The one we you have whatever smoked salmon. The thin slices. That's what they were. That's how they were acting with um, with a simple plum. And it was all sorts of rules and this, and you have to dress up. And I'm like, no. And that's what I love about this. So I told my son that I was like, what's beautiful is when I walk out of a hotel and in the garbage can is full of cans of beer because everyone was a normal human being who were drinking beer. And you go around and you see a nice car souped up from the 80s, all good stuff. So I'm kind of like, I like Greensboro, and I like the fact that this hotel is normal and normal people live here. Nothing dirty and just beer drinking folk. That's who I am. And yeah, it was. My son went to a college party. I already covered the whole story, and I'm not going to repeat it again. But yes, he's out of commission today because he's a professional drinker, so he didn't handle it well, and he's got to recover. So that's where he is now. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna take a 1 minute break to change glasses because I'm done with this beer. Then we'll continue because I got like a couple more topics I want to go through. So we'll do the welcome. No, what do we do? We add scene. We do countdown. We go back. It's over the countdown. I'm back. I always have a hard time switching there. But let me get the chat here and see. Oh, yeah. Are you in a hotel? Where's the sun? Are you in a hotel? Why is that? Skip there twice. Oh, evening. It's interesting. Anyway, so do the overlay. Well, there's Alfredo's questions. I have them on there, but anyway, I'm going to shut this off now. Yeah, for the time. Hide chat overlay. I can just hide it this way. So let me see how I prep myself. Originally, I thought I was going to do this yesterday, but I didn't. Although I did get ready, and that's one thing I want to show you what I was prepared for yesterday. Image, and I was. This is one thing I'm going to be. Yes, I was. This is my office. I was getting ready for it yesterday. And I sat down and I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing engagement. So I did engagement, taking a couple of days off in preparation for my state licensing because I don't like to fail. I probably could barely pass right now. You need to be very good and very specific. But yeah, so I'm taking some time off now because also got to renegotiate some terms and stuff. So we'll see. But anyway, so this is what I'm doing right now. And this is what I bought yesterday to get ready. And I'll upload the second picture, how it's prepared. But that gets me into my next point, pretty big point that I covered today, and did a post about it. So I had a couple of beers, opened up LinkedIn, and I said, you know, let me do engagement. Let me comment on some things, and that's how this morning's post came out. Is because I found nothing to engage with. Remove. Okay. If I remove it, I'm back. Renegotiate. Yeah. I sort of plan things, and like I said, I discussed something about Greensboro. I'll still get back to it because I got some pictures I'm going to show people and stuff, and renegotiate. Yeah, because I had something going with a company, and then sort of we got down to some differences. We found some differences, not irreconcilable, but we'll have to work on that. So I took a little break. And in Greensboro, drinking beer, doing a beerathon, and I'll continue with my life insurance next week to finish it. Yep. If you read my today's post before this one, you'll see the description, and I will read it right here, right now, because this is something I can even actually share the screen, but let me first find it. And it was a funny sort of way it went, and it performed very well, thanks to I think big chunk of big chunk of um, what you say contribution to the good performance of the post goes to Luke Matthews. Anyway, this is my today's post, and this was based on last night's experience when I bought this beer, sat down, and wanted to engage. Let's share the screen again. I invite up to 6 guests as long as you pay us money. No. So here we go with sharing. This is my picture because last night on Friday night, I discovered that LinkedIn is boring. And let me leave this thing as I've been showing up daily for the last few years. I've been posting daily for the last year and a half. Key to LinkedIn success is either hot looks or engagement. Hot looks, well, that's when I put that into Bing image generator. That's what it came out with. Blonde stuff, blue hair, and well, I can forget about the hot looks. I'm not 20 and I'm not a blonde with blue eyes. So I had blue eyes. I used to be blonde, dirty blonde, turned to brown. Now it's just bald by choice. I would probably have pretty long gray hair, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking for it's too much maintenance. So, well, I can forget about the hot looks. So I take the path of engagement. So last night I looked for something meaningful to engage with, and here is what I found. My feed was full of someone. The first thing was someone was justifying why they bought their 16-year-old a Range Rover. Good for you. You bought a Range Rover, bought her a Range Rover. She deserves it. She said this is. I couldn't care less. Buy him a Formula One. I would just recommend not buying a race car to a 16, 17-year-old because they probably will kill themselves, which my son has a first-hand experience with, unfortunately. But